Hey, Mike, this is Steven. I spoke to you a little bit earlier today. First, it was nice speaking with you, man, and I hope you're staying warm today. Hey, in this video, I am going to go over three things that you guys can actually do yourself to help start ranking your website above your competitors, um, and start getting more jobs if you want them, especially in this whatever the slow season is there. And but if you can see that I do have the know-how to get this done myself, you can reach back out to me and we can chat. Or, like I said, you can take this information and implement it yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in here. The three things I'll be covering are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your website. By the way, you guys got a really nice website. Um, it, it's the content is everything on your, like I said, your website, but we're going to be primarily focused on your homepage. Now, Google likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on the homepages of these service-based industries such as HVAC, heating and air. This gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all these, we call them buyer intent keywords. They're keywords and key phrases that people are searching for when they're searching for HVAC services in your area. And it gives you plenty of opportunity to put those keywords in to your content there so Google can actually pull you up when people are searching for these things. So the first thing I did is I pulled up your main competitor here in the Greenville area, and this is J&J Mechanical Incorporated. And what I did is I threw them into a tool here I subscribe to, called Ahrefs. It's a pretty neat tool. It basically gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses, the information they use to rank these websites. All right. So currently, the number one competitor, this is J&J Mechanical. Their website, Google is finding them, or they're being found for 61 keywords. These are the keywords people are searching for. And their site was clicked on nearly 300 times, and this is just in the past 30 days. So I went ahead and threw your this HoustonHeatingandAir.com into the same tool, and your website is currently being found for two keywords, and it was clicked on 14 times in the past 30 days, right? So let's go back to our competitor. And what's neat about this tool is I can actually click on this number 61 here, and it'll bring up all 61 keywords that our competitor is being found for. Now, most of these we're not really concerned with, like J&J Mechanical. That's their own brand right there, so of course you don't want it on your website. But like this is a big one, HVAC Greenville, NC. This is what people are searching for when they're actively looking for your service. Same with this furnace repair Greenville, right? So like HVAC Greenville, NC got a total of 150 searches in the past month, and their website was clicked on 53 times just for that search, right? But you can go down the list and we could pick all the terms that people are searching for when they're looking for your service, right? And you want to put those terms on your website. So let's go ahead and look and see what these two keywords your website is being found for. So we can click on that too. It's going to bring up your two keywords, Houston Heating and Air and Houston HVAC, right? So this is good and bad. So it's good because people actually know of you and they're searching for you, right? So if they already know of you, they already know of you. But say there's some people out there and they don't know about Houston. They're going to type in HVAC near me or HVAC Greenville, NC, right? And you're not going to get pulled up. Google's not going to be able to find that on your website, so you're not even going to get pulled up, right? So that's why it's important to go down that list here and get all these terms here, like this furnace repair, Greenville, HVAC Greenville, NC, and you want to put them on your site somewhere, right? All the relevant ones that are relevant for you. And so Google knows to pull you up when people are searching for your services. That's it for content. Next thing I'm going to be covering are what we call citations. Now, when people are searching for your services like HVAC Greenville, NC, studies have actually shown that right around 45% of those people are stopping right here at this section right here. This is the map pack, and this is your Google business profile, right? So you have to have a Google business profile to be in the runnings to get into this pack here. Now, most people are under the impression that the driving factor here are reviews to get ranked up in this list. And while reviews do play a part in it, it's not the main. The main factor is actually proximity. You got to live. Your service address has to be in or around the Greenville area if you're going to want to get ranked in here. But other than that, it's the driving factor or what we call citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. And some examples of these directories are like Yelp, the Better Business Bureau, Nextdoor, Angie Thumbtack. There's quite a few of them. You guys probably have a few of them. And it used to be that the businesses with the most citations were the ones that usually did pretty well and showed up in the map pack. But Google doesn't really work like that anymore. They don't care so much about the number of those citations as they care about where you're getting them, the source of those citations. Anymore, you want to make sure that you're in, we call them the three major data aggregators, and you can write this down. It's Data Axle, Newstar, that's Neustar, and Foursquare. And these are really important because once you're in these and you're verified, your business is verified, they actually will take your information and push it out to like hundreds of other apps and navigation systems and different directories, and it'll actually populate in those directories, which is really good because AI is a big player these days, and people are looking to AI to get to have AI recommend them services like HVAC services. And if you're in these directories, Google, not only Google but AI will recommend you to people. And on top of those, what we call those data aggregators, there's these 50 core consumer citations that you want to have, and you can actually Google that. And like I said, it's called 50 core consumer citations. It'll give you a list there, and you want to make sure you kind of got to manually sign up for those. But it's very important. If you were to do that, you would actually put yourself in contention to get inside this map pack, which would do wonders for your business for getting the calls. I know you said sometimes you're at a point where you don't want as many calls, but if you're looking to expand, I mean, this will get you calls. Now, underneath the map pack is Google's organic search results list. And the number one spot here will capture right around 40% of all clicks to this page. Now, J&J should be number one. 1 Hour Heating is there. This list is kind of skewed because I've been in here clicking around. So just keep that in mind. But like I said, this is 40% of all clicks, which makes it the most clicked position on the page. And the main driver here are what we call backlinks. Now, backlinks, it's essentially you have other websites on the internet that have a link on their site. And when somebody clicks on that link, it leads them back to your website, right? This is just for example. And Google uses these links as kind of like an online referral system. And the more relevant that this website that has your link on there is to your industry, and the more popular it is with Google, and the more trust it has with Google, the better for you guys. So for example, say you have a popular blog page over there in that area, Greenville area, or a popular industry site. It can be anywhere as long as it's related to your industry. Say you have some backlinks from those types of sites. That's what's actually going to help push your website up in Google's rankings. But since you guys are an HVAC company, say you have a backlink from Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut is a very popular. It gets a lot of traffic, has a lot of trust with Google, but it's not going to do you guys any good because you guys don't sell pizza or have anything to do with pizza. So let's go ahead and revisit our number one competitor, and we're going to go back to their statistics in this tool here. So now let's pay attention to this backlink profile. So to be clear, it's through your content, specifically your keywords, that Google is able to find you for what people are searching for. So now they find you, right? They find you for HVAC, Greenville, NC. Now they got to determine where they're going to place you on that list, right? Are they going to place you on page 1? They're going to place you on page 5. That's all determined by your backlinks. So our competitor here currently has 253 backlinks coming from a total of 100 other websites. They call them referring domains here. Let's go ahead and take a look at you. Your website currently has 33 backlinks coming from 29 other websites. So it's not so much about the number, just like with the citations, it's the source of those backlinks, where they're getting the backlinks from. So let's go back to our competitor. So we want to look at the websites they're getting their backlinks from, because it's through those websites that are actually pushing them up in the rankings, if that makes sense, right? So we can actually click on that 100. That's going to pull up all the websites they're currently getting backlinks from. So if you went down this list, and there's 3 pages of them, and you ended up getting backlinks from all these websites, and this is, assuming that your content and your keywords are correct as well, on point, you would actually eventually put yourself in contention for that number 1 spot. That would be a lot of traffic to your website. Now, to really put yourself over the top, you could do that same thing I just showed you with like the top 3 to 5 websites, and that would actually eventually put you up into the top spot, and you would end up getting all that traffic, that almost 300 clicks. And you can imagine what that'd do for your business. You would have to definitely hire more people. But that's basically it. I'm sorry that kind of went long, but just to recap, first thing, I would definitely recommend putting more content on your front page here with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second is going to be what we went over with the citations, right? We talked about those 3 major data aggregators. They're Data Axle, Newstar, and Foursquare. You want to get verified into those, and then you can go ahead and Google the top 50 core consumer citations. Get in those, and that'll put you in a good spot up here eventually. And then lastly are backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are actually the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in and around the Greenville area. Now, like I said, you can take this information if you want and implement it yourself, or if this is something you really, would like to think more about, or maybe even try, you can contact me and we can set up a discovery call. My name's Steven. I live right here in North Carolina. You can just respond back to this email or give me a call at 910-551-2006. But other than that, Mike, it was a pleasure speaking with you this morning. And either way, I wish your business the best of luck, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye.